Today we're going to be looking at the New York Comic Con exclusive NECA sets for Batman vs. Aliens. So let's get to it.
Crude but effective. You're outmatched.
Is that all?
Alright, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit up my channel for more action figure videos. If you subscribe, hit the little bell icon, otherwise YouTube won't let you know I uploaded jack. And if you haven't checked out the last video I uploaded, please do at the info tab popping up on the top right of your screen. Now this set was a long time coming, very hotly anticipated, and it took them years. I'm kidding. It took them a while to get the licensing issues straightened out, unfortunately because of said licensing issues. They weren't able to mass produce these for the market. They were only able to release them as event exclusives. What's in the set? Well, obviously Batman and Aliens. But, just a quick look at the box. Obviously there's nothing else to see here. You get what I was hoping they would do after the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set. A armorless Batman, and finally we have it, the Joker Xenomorph. So without further ado, let's get them out of the packaging and let's take a look at them. Now in terms of paint details and sculpt, I much prefer this design for Batman over the San Diego Comic-Con armored exclusive version, whatever you call it. You know which one I'm talking about, I reviewed it on the channel. Yes, this Batman is definitely a more traditional looking Batman, like Arkham Arkham City style, I don't know, in the classic style of comic book Batman is what I'm trying to get at. White eyes, black eyeshadow, grayish blue, with some light grays on the body. You get the bat symbol in that nice black and yellow there. The belt is done with a goldenrod paint with some gold for these little areas here, and this belt looks good. Everything looks good, nice and muscly, muscle bound, that's all that matters. You got the nice sharp gauntlets there on his wrist. The legs look great. You get some really nice shading as well with the muscles, so it's not just a flat gray. You get some dark grays in there. There's a little black spot there for some stupid reason. I have no idea why. The boots look great too, and I honestly can't complain in terms of looks. They really couldn't screw up Batman, and they didn't. He looks great. But it does have that typical Batman ridges on the bottom, those pointy, spiky ends. So if you want to have him covered in his cape, you can so totally do that. He looks like he's ready to watch some Netflix with some coffee. He looks like he's ready to chill. A lot of the articulation here you have seen before in some of my previous reviews, most notably the San Diego Comic-Con sets. The Batman. Let's talk about the Batman. His articulation is pretty much the same exact thing that you would have gotten out of Superman. And yeah, pretty much the same exact body sculpt. Actually, this is the same exact body sculpt. They're just reusing it here. Lots of tight joints. Do be careful with them. Some of them may have paint in those joints, so you may end up snapping a joint if you're not careful. Do not be afraid to use some hot water treatment. Give these guys a bubble bath if you so desire. If you want to get a more in-depth look at the articulation, do check out my review for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set. Superman and Predator info tab will be popping up with that review. This Xenomorph drives me insane. The dome, it's translucent, but it's green, and it's got a nice dark gradient towards the, the edges and towards the top. You get a nice lighter green. It's insane. You can actually see the inner sculpt of the inner skull of that Xenomorph. Look at the face. Look at the teeth. Look at the mouth. Joaquin Phoenix, eat your heart out. Very sloppily done, but that's the point. It's a Joker. It's the Joker in Xenomorph form. Or I guess it's a Xenomorph that popped out of the Joker. Look at the teeth. Nicely done in a silver paint, yet you get all this messy red around the lips and the jaw. Make it look very Joker-esque. The inner jaw's also painted very similarly. However, like I said, cannot seem to get it out for any reason. If you've seen the Xenomorph, if you have the Resurrection Xenomorph, or even the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set, like I said, this is the same exact sculpt. Nothing's changed here. However, the paint cloudy white, and you get a lot of nice grays in the crevices that really make the details on this sculpt pop. And I cannot stress enough just how beautiful this thing is in hand. Now, I know, I'm sure a lot of you are going to say this thing is ugly and disgusting, but that's exactly the point. It's sexy in its own way. The nails, the claws, the toenails are painted green. Nice touch, Neca. You did a great job here. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's blood on the tip of that shit. That is awesome. Little details like that is what sets this xenomorph apart from the rest of them. It's gonna be great actually posing this guy and making it look like he's laughing his ass off. Just imagine a xenomorph laughing like the Joker. That's very unsettling, actually. This is what, the third time they've released this sculpt. First being the San Diego Comic-Con set, second time being the Resurrection release, and the third time is a charm, so to speak. Let's just get the bullshit out of the way first. Paint stuck in the joints as usual. You've seen it before. It ruins the articulation for a lot of these figures, and unfortunately it either makes things a little too tight or makes them a little too loose. Now, for the past two releases, I had issues with the leg joints being too loose, or the issues with the joints not properly connecting and thus making things a little too loose. What's the problem with this one? Well, we have the opposite effect here. With the paint, in particular, this leg joint here, inside those... This looks so wrong. You know what I mean. In there, this joint did not want to move whatsoever. Did not want to swivel. Take an X-Acto knife, scrape off a little bit of the paint in those joints, and I managed to finally get it moving. Yes, it made a nice sickening snapping sound too. Everything here is pretty much the same. Yes, in terms of the mouth and the inner mouth, with the Resurrection sculpt for the past two releases, I have had no luck trying to get that inner mouth out. If you haven't checked out my review for the Superman vs. Alien set from San Diego Comic-Con, info tab will be popping up if you want to take a look at the closer, more in-depth look at the articulation for this sculpt. Overall, everything here is the same. Accessories time. Batman has an extra right hand to hold his little tiny, sharp as hell batarang. Do be careful, you will lose this, and if you have a small pet, they will eat it. So try not to let that happen. Sadly, that is all we get in terms of accessories. We don't get an extra face hugger, or not even this xenomorph in his chest burster form. Now just imagine how easy that would have been. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's look at some quick size comparisons. Here we have the NECA Ripley 8. You can see she scales pretty well. And we have the Marvel Legends Beta Ray Bill. This guy's awesome looking. And then we have the Figma Metroid Prime 3 Samus Aran. So yeah, that's all you're going to get in terms of size comparisons. So at the end of the day, do I feel that this set is worth it? If it's retailing and you can get it for around $60, do it. If you're a fan of DC Comics in general, get this set. It's simply awesome. I mean, you get a Batman, a pretty damn good Batman as well with that. You get the Joker Xenomorph. Come on, man. This is probably one of my favorite Xenomorphs in my collection at this point, and I have a ton of them. Do note that there's issues here with the articulation and a lot of the paint getting in the engineering's way, and yeah, those are the unfortunate setbacks. However, you're getting this set just as a collector to just pose them on your shelf and never touch them again. Go ahead and get it, because this set, in my honest opinion, was worth it. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you found this review enjoyable and fun. If you did, hit the like button and maybe subscribe. Collect everything, connect everything. My end card will be popping up with some other videos you might be interested in, so check them out. Praise be. Praise be. That was a scriptless promo. Scriptless. Whew. I think I'm going to do that more often.